welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah and you're watching So Beauty Stuff. So as you can probably tell, I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm in the midst of a huge cleaning exercise, and I thought just as I started it would be a great idea to grab my camera, film what I'm doing and explain to you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how I do it. Essentially it's all about keeping my makeup, professional makeup kit clean. Two reasons why you want a really clean kit. First and foremost, obviously, you want to keep everything sanitary because you don't want to give anyone any kind of infection. The second reason is obviously there's no point in putting all that effort into keeping a kit sanitary if it looks gross and it looks dirty. You want to give a good impression, you want it to look clean, you want your clients to have confidence in you that you've got a good kit and you're taking care of it. So I'm going to show you everything today. This isn't my sort of every time I see a client kind of clean. This is, I suppose, my deep cleanse. How often you do this really depends on how often you're seeing clients. If you're doing it as your day job full time, I'd probably recommend you do this a minimum of every month. If you're doing it, you know, now and then, for me at the moment it's mainly weekends, I can get away with doing this a little bit less. I probably do it every couple of months, but I think it's really important obviously to spot clean as you go. But this is just a big deep clean where I'm cleaning everything in my kit, sanitizing everything in my kit. Another good purpose for this is to give your kit a bit of a reshuffle, get rid of anything that's out of date or that you know that you're not using. So here we go.
So I always start with clean hands and a clean surface. I remove all of my brushes from my belt and give that a good wipe down. I use a food safe antibacterial spray, so do check if the spray is suitable for the material you're using it for. I also wipe down all of the handles of my brushes because you want to make sure that any part that you're touching is nice and clean. Also, when I'm on the go, I store all of my used brushes in this tub, so I'm also going to give that a good clean as well, get rid of all that makeup and any germs that are creeping around. For cleaning my brush heads, I've been using this soap that's made with 100% coconut oil. Honestly guys, this is less than $2 at Countdown and Posty Plus, and it is just as good as the expensive cleansing bars that you get from brands like Beauty Blender. So I have done a brush cleaning tutorial before. I have changed it up slightly. All I do is use this coconut oil soap. I moisten it a little bit, swirl my brush into it, and then work it up into a lather using my Sigma brush mitt, and then gently rinse it. Once I'm done, I put all of my clean brushes into my Sigma Dry and Shape Tower. I leave them overnight to dry, and then once they're dry the next day, I pop them back into my clean belt, ready for my next client. When it comes to makeup palettes, I soak them in some warm soapy water. This helps to soften any dried on makeup, and then I'll wipe it down with some isopropyl and a cotton pad. This will sanitize it and also help get rid of any residue that may be left on there. Onto the kit itself, I start by removing everything. I try to lay it all out in the order that it was stored so that I can easily put it back away when I'm done. And as much as you can try and keep your kit clean, it's inevitable you're going to get makeup splashes, makeup powder residue, even a hair, things like that creeping around at the bottom of the case. So this is a great opportunity to just give the whole thing a really good clean. I like to use my antibacterial spray, give everything a wipe down, every single section, even under the dividers, and don't forget the lid and the outside. It's very time consuming, but it's totally worth it to have a completely clean and sanitized kit. In the same way that I clean my case, I like to wipe down everything on the inside. I spray some antibacterial cleaner onto a paper towel and then get cleaning. This will not only sanitize but also clean away any of those makeup-y fingerprints that have a tendency to get on things. When it comes to foundation or anything harder to clean, I recommend using a makeup brush cleaner or some isopropyl just to give it a real wipe down. Sometimes you don't realize how dirty your foundation nozzle has got until you go to clean it. So this is really satisfying. This is also a really great opportunity to get rid of anything that's out of date. Mascaras, obviously, if you've had them for more than 3 months, get rid of them. I'm just replacing mine with a brand new one I bought from Clinique. And then you can start putting all the clean stuff back into the case. And don't forget any little makeup bags or anything you have, empty those out too, give them a wipe down and clean all of the contents of those as well. If you have a pencil sharpener for your eyeliners and lip liners, get some isopropyl on a cotton bud and you can really get in there and clean inside the blade and down the center of the sharpener. I also like to spray the whole thing at the end and give it a wipe down to get rid of any residue. So powder products, you can actually sanitize these as well. I'm using some isopropyl. My little hack is to use an old Mac Fix Plus bottle, pour the isopropyl into there. These bottles have a great way of making almost a mist rather than a spray, so it's a great way of evenly spreading the product across your palettes. I do feel it's worth mentioning you have to mark the bottle so you don't accidentally spray someone in the face with alcohol. So spritz the isopropyl across all of your palettes, use some kitchen roll or tissue just to soak it off any of the powder, and then wipe down the rest of the packaging to get rid of any germs and any marks you have there. It's such a great way to sanitize, and because it is 70% alcohol, it evaporates so quickly it will not damage any of the powder product, but will get rid of any germs that are left behind.
Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you found that really useful. If you have any questions or if you're not sure about anything, just feel free to leave me a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and you can even subscribe to my channel if you like. It's free to do. And I'll see you next time. Bye!